Blood sugar rises quietly, and most people don't notice the problem until their bodies are completely exhausted. At this point, many simply give up, believing it's too late. This is the most dangerous mistake, causing you to abandon the search for simple and inexpensive ways to control it. While you're spending huge amounts of money at pharmacies and starving yourself, the solution is right there on the shelves of regular stores. There are sweet, affordable fruits that can naturally lower sugar levels without sudden changes or stress. After age 50, your liver begins to brazenly produce excess sugar, and your muscles stop burning it. This is an age trap, but the 5 specific fruits I'll tell you about hit the mark. They restore cellular sensitivity and literally force the body to maintain normal sugar levels again. This isn't magic or an old wives' tale, but pure biochemistry, which in my practice has reduced glucose levels in patients within just a couple of weeks. Watch to the end, because this video will completely change your understanding of how to live with diabetes without turning your life into a cycle of endless spending and restrictions. One of the most effective fruits for lowering blood sugar is pomegranate. Its power lies not in the amount of sucrose, but in its unique composition, which works like a natural medicine. After age 50, the body faces a situation where high blood sugar begins to damage blood vessels, and damaged blood vessels, in turn, prevent blood sugar from returning to normal. Pomegranate breaks this vicious cycle thanks to oligotonins, substances that slow the absorption of glucose in the intestine. This prevents a sharp insulin surge, which is critical for maintaining cellular sensitivity. Furthermore, pomegranate is one of the few foods that restores the endothelium, the lining of blood vessels. Research shows that it helps produce nitric oxide, which dilates blood vessels and facilitates blood flow, distributing sugar evenly throughout the tissues. Eating half a pear or drinking 120 milliliters of fresh, unsweetened juice 3 to 4 times a week is enough to notice your blood pressure stabilizing and the post-meal heaviness disappearing within 10 days. Another fruit that works more profoundly than a pomegranate and changes the body's ability to process glucose is the common sweet pear. It becomes especially effective for people over 60 and 70 when intestinal microflora begins to deplete and metabolism slows. Pears are a rich source of pectin, a soluble fiber that acts as a natural regulator. This pectin forms a barrier in the intestines that smooths and prolongs the release of sugar into the bloodstream, thus reducing pancreatic overload. Furthermore, pears help combat endogenous hyperglycemia, which is when your liver naturally produces excess sugar. Regularly eating just 1 medium pear a day helps reduce insulin resistance, eliminate nighttime awakenings, and eliminate post-meal weakness. The third fruit on our list is kiwi. Its potential for people over 60 is often underestimated. At this age, insulin sensitivity drops by an average of 30 to 40%. Muscle loss occurs, and sugar begins to accumulate in the blood. Kiwi's power lies in the unique substance myo-inositol, which helps insulin receptors work more efficiently. It literally makes cells more willing to accept glucose, converting it into energy rather than a problem. Kiwi also contains polyphenols, which slow the breakdown of carbohydrates in the intestines, sparing the pancreas from sudden surges. Its antioxidants improve the function of mitochondria, the cellular energy plants, which helps eliminate chronic drowsiness and loss of energy after meals. Regularly eating 2 kiwis a day, especially in the evening, helps reduce glycated hemoglobin levels and protect vision and blood vessels from complications. The fourth fruit is plum, essential for those who experience the dawn phenomenon, when fasting blood sugar levels are high even if you haven't eaten anything the night before. In old age, the liver often begins to uncontrollably release glucose into the blood during sleep. Plums contain anthocyanins, which reduce the activity of the enzymes responsible for this excess nocturnal sugar surge. Furthermore, plums help the liver break down visceral fat, which often accumulates around the organs after age 50 and interferes with normal metabolism. Thanks to its sorbitol and potassium content, this fruit helps muscle cells more quickly absorb glucose from the blood, converting it into energy rather than fat deposits. Just 2 or 3 plums in the evening, an hour before bed, help reduce levels of the stress hormone cortisol and stabilize morning glucose levels. The fifth fruit in our system is black grapes. After age 70, the body's antioxidant defenses drop almost in half, causing cells to literally stop seeing insulin. The main benefit of dark grapes lies in resveratrol, a substance that activates longevity proteins that regulate tissue response to sugar. When these proteins are activated, cells regain sensitivity and begin to easily take up glucose from the blood instead of allowing it to damage blood vessels. Studies show that people over 65 who eat just one small handful of dark grapes 3 to 4 times a week improve insulin sensitivity by 10–15% in just 1 month. This not only helps lower blood sugar, but also reduces the levels of glycation end products, AGEs, which cause aging of the eyes, joints, and skin. It's important to eat grapes in the first half of the day so the body utilizes this energy most efficiently. To reap the maximum benefits, we must consider your body's natural biorhythms. As in older age, the response to sugar differs fundamentally between morning and evening. For lowering fasting blood sugar and combating the dawn phenomenon, evening is key. Kiwis and plums are ideally suited for 1 to 2 hours before bed. Kiwis help cells utilize sugar more efficiently during the night, improving mitochondrial function and increasing insulin receptor sensitivity. Plums, meanwhile, act on the liver in the evening, reducing cortisol activity and suppressing excess internal glucose production while you sleep. This allows you to wake up with more balanced energy levels and avoid morning headaches. Meanwhile, the first half of the day is ideal for pomegranates, pears, and grapes. Pears eaten with breakfast, thanks to their pectin, create a protective barrier in the intestines that smoothly regulates the absorption of sugar from all subsequent foods throughout the day. Black grapes in the morning provide cells with a powerful antioxidant boost of resveratrol, helping them actively utilize energy and protecting blood vessels from damage during daytime activity. This schedule isn't just a diet, but a strategic distribution of support for your organs. In the morning, we strengthen blood vessels and slow digestion, and in the evening, we soothe the liver and restore cellular metabolism. If you feel these topics are truly important and help you gain confidence, please support this video with a like and be sure to subscribe to the channel. For a doctor who has been trying for years to convey simple yet vital truths, your support is not just a formality, but the only way to help others see this information and find their path to health. Share in the comments which of the 5 fruits you decide to add to your diet first, and what changes you notice in just a week. I read your stories attentively. May your path to normal blood sugar be gentle, mindful, and bring joy to each new day. Until next time, we'll continue to reveal the secrets to longevity hidden in the simplest things.